Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am back with a new lesson, and as you can see, the topic of today is narrative writing. Now, what's narrative writing in the first place? Narrative writing can be broadly defined as story writing because narration means the art of storytelling. Now, what are the essential components of narrative writing? Yes, a piece of writing which is characterized by a main character or characters in a setting where he or she encounters a problem or engages in an interesting, significant, or entertaining activity or experience. What happens to this main character is called the plot. Now, students, a well connected sequence of events make a good story. Yes, then comes the conflict. Now, conflict is the problem that is being resolved, some difficulty that requires a solution. Climax. Now, climax is the dramatic high point of the action. It's the climax of the story which will ultimately decide whether the story will have a happy or tragic ending. Theme. Now, finally, theme. Yes, theme is the most important yet the least explicit aspect or part of the story. And there can be more than one themes in a story. There can be several themes in a story, actually. Okay? Okay. So, what specific skills are required for narrative writing? This is important. Catchy beginning. Now, a catchy beginning is required to grab the reader's attention and, of course, to introduce the reader to the story. In future lessons, inshallah, I'll be giving you certain tips and tricks for catchy beginnings also. Okay? Details of the character or characters. Now, elaborative details, frankly speaking, require more than writing adjectives and adverbs. It's your skill that the reader experiences the five senses of the main character. Okay? Suspense. Yes, it's the tension that keeps the reader reading. Frankly speaking, if your story is a bit too predictable, then the reader is going to lose interest. Fully elaborate main events. Now, the events need to be told through a mix of action, description, dialogue, thought process of the characters and feelings. That is how you elaborate the main events of your story. And a satisfying story ending. Now, after the main event concludes, the author can allow the main character to reflect on memories, feelings, hopes, and decision brought about the main event. Okay, chronological choices of your story. Now, students, it's entirely up to you whether you follow strict chronological order or you choose to mix them up using flashback technique. And interestingly, you can also describe the same event experienced by different characters. That is also again a very good tactic. Choice of the narrator. Now, again, you have to decide whether your narrator is also a character of the story, whether your narrator is an outsider who has just witnessed the sequence of events in your story, or is the author the narrator. The author or narrate or the author or narrator are two different people. The choice of the narrator is important and it can be conveyed to the reader both explicitly or implicitly. Again, it's a very interesting trick. So, that was all as far as the lesson is concerned. Now, I am giving you certain writing prompts, and you can try your hand on it, and you must try your hand on it. Let's read the first one. On a recent trip to Europe, you find your travel group booked into a both stunning and mysterious castle for a single night. As the night falls, the huge castle of over 100 rooms seems to creak and groan as a series of unexplained events begin to make you wonder who or what else is spending the evening with you. Write a narrative that tells the story of your evening. Number two, you create an incredible piece of technology which has the capacity to change the world. As you sit back and marvel at your innovation and the endless possibilities that lay ahead of you, it becomes apparent there are a few problems you didn't really consider, and you might not be even able to control them. Write a narrative in which you ride the highs and lows of your world changing creation with a clear introduction, conflict, and resolution. And the third one, a stranger walks into town. While appearing similar to almost all those around you, you get a sense that this person is from another time, space, or dimension. Is he a friend or foe? What makes you sense something strange is going on? Suddenly, he stands up and walks towards you with purpose, as if reading your mind. Okay, so good luck with any of the three choices, but I would really urge you to write on them. Till the next lesson, Allah Hafiz.